One day we came from church. We have declared 40 days fasting to pray for the country. Day 1, day 2, bam. We went there. Our building is locked with the seal of Chief Justice. Yes. I am building a ministry for you. What is this trouble? He said, wrong. Wrong. I am using a ministry to build you. So, I have to be built for this. I cannot jump from where I was and come here to do what I'm doing. I will fail and disgrace God. There are things you go through, it naturally gives you a humble heart. Because by the time it happens, you can't boast. Because you don't even know how it happens. When you come to the place, you realize that you were just a twin brother to failure. And suddenly success takes place. You cannot boast. If he didn't use ministry to build me, arrogance and pride. Everything was successful. I jump from building power. Suddenly, I get double crowd of what is happening there. It means that God has not built me up. So, every success has a painful history. And if your success doesn't have that painful history, be careful. Every good marriage has gone through rough road. Ability to endure. The ability to stand. The ability to shed tears and still come and share word. And so, no, it's not. Somebody may cross his leg and think, oh, take me there. I have seen pastors go to America. They become pimps. I've seen pastors backslide. One of my daughters told me a story. He said, Papa works in our office and he said, today I've cried. I said, why? He said, there was a pastor I used to know in Ghana. We used to go to his ministry at that time, huge church. He came to America. He started a church. And I even went there. He said, when you send me in America, when you see like school bus and things, you give them away. So he said there was a baller car in front of me. And I didn't want to overtake the baller car. So I stood there. Because in a short while they will move. And he said, guess what? When the baller car stopped and the person was going to pick the ball, I saw it was the pastor. God is my witness. He said, Papa, I cried. What make a pastor become a baller man? I am not saying it's a bad job. But can you imagine, Prophet Nana? You come and see me in America. God forbid. No, what make wrong? He has not been trained for the work. You must learn to have a large heart. It has taken time for me to have a large heart. No, you have to deal with people who will give to other work, but don't give to you at the work that you train them and bless them. And God intentionally do it that way. You must have a large heart. You have to learn betrayal. You have to learn to see people you trust but that will leave you. You have to learn people you have adopted as daughters. Spend time with them, get a job for them. One day walk out of you. And when you call them, they won't listen, they won't answer. And you still have to love them from afar. And those things, it doesn't take one day. There are things in my life. It took me 18 years to learn. 18. Before God came to me and said, now you have passed. All those, your first 2 years marriage, I love you, I love you. Keep loving. Keep loving, keep loving. Don't worry, keep saying. No. So it's not as easy as you think. When you walk into this compound and you see what is happening, if you don't know that, listen, the secret of men are in their stories. Don't just envy it. Don't just and these pastors, where they get money from, all the people they talk, they don't even know anything about ministry. They don't know. They don't know. There are people who are just making noise, sitting on radio like journalists. They have never had any training in life. They've never been to anything. All they can know. And let me tell you something. Talk is cheap. And then I'm sitting down, and then my husband, and then you see them crying, and then the man that he doesn't love me again. He loves you. You are only being tested. Nothing will try your patience, character, your endurance than marriage. So deal with your ego. And that is why if you step out of the boundaries, God comes after you. The way you are behaving, let me go for another girl. You have complicated your issue.